Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa, and on this channel I create budgeting content, planning content, and side hustle content. So if any of that does sound interesting to you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let me know where you are on your financial journey in the comments below. I do really love following along with everyone's journeys, and so I appreciate every compliment that is left on my videos. On today's video, we will be closing out July 2023's budget. Before we get too far into this video here, I'm going to apologize for my nails. I'm sure you guys do not pay attention to it, but I do, and they're horrific. I actually got my acrylics, my fake nails off, and these are my real nails. And so there's gel on top, but as you can see, there's some that just got basically broken because their nails are so thin, and then I do need to get a fill. So probably for the next video or two, this is how the nails are going to look, a little bit choppy, so apologies in advance. I can't always be prim and proper, you guys, or these videos would never get filmed. So this was the calendar that we set up at the beginning of July, and then we did have the first week's closeout budget here, and I'll link that video up in the corner. And then I accidentally skipped a page, but this was the budget that we set up the second half of July. We'll walk through that in a moment. And then this was my expense checker for the second part of July. And then this is all the totals here because I didn't have enough space on this to basically add up all of those things. Sometimes I do it right here, but I just wasn't in the mood for that. I did have a lot of expenses these 2 weeks because I have been having a bit of a spending problem, let me tell you. It's not been great. It's not been fun. I mean, it's been fun, don't get me wrong, but looking back now at basically the damage, it isn't too fun. So let's walk through the closeout of July 15th through the 31st. So the W-2 was as predicted, $1,801. It is now less because of a new tax here in Washington State. Side hustles ended up being $335. Payback was $13, and savings that I used was only $189. So then my total inflow for these 2 weeks of July was $2,338. Going down to fixed expenses here. So for rent and utilities was exactly as we had predicted, $450. Spotify, we had 10. Student loan was $300. Peacock 5. LA Fitness, I totally forgot about the annual membership fee, which was like $50-something, $53, I believe. So that's why this was over budget. I just honestly completely spaced it. So I was able to cash flow it, thankfully, but I just wasn't something I budgeted for. Half of my monthly car insurance was $62. Boxing gym was $93, which is half of the boxing gym. Acorns was $40, therapy $25, car registration was $189. And renter's insurance, I honestly just forgot to transfer the money from savings. I have now since done that for the first step of August, because we're already in August, obviously, if I'm closing this out already. So that will be showing up in the next budget. Total fixed expenses for these 2 weeks, we had $1,277. These right here, why I highlighted it is because it makes it easier to close out at the end of the month. And these all just are the highlighters, the colors correlate to a specific budget category. So after fixed expenses, that left us with $1,061. So for grocery, we were at $84, which was great. Eating out, yikes, I was $112 over at $212, which is terrible. Gas and car ended up being $52. I'm thankful I was under there. Investments, $23. Fun entertainment, we were almost on the nail here at $102. Holiday $0, self-care $45, miscellaneous $51, travel $0, and pet $0. So that left us with variable expenses totaling $569. So leaving us with $492. For the sinking funds, I did put $200 towards sinking funds. So we had $50 towards annual deductibles. 2023 vacation got $50, 2024 vacation got $35, and future fund got $65, giving us a total of $200. So that left us with $292. Credit cards ended up being $147 towards my Alaska Airlines card, or I should say extra debt. So after that $147, we had $145 left over, and I put $135 towards a house sinking fund. and that should have left me with $10 left over, but I have a feeling it's because I rounded up, and actually I rounded down. A lot of things had like 30 cents or 40 cents, so that's just sort of how it happened. Sorry if you can hear somebody weed whacking their property. It's a weekend day, and that's just how the cookie is crumbling this morning. So the $10, I'm just not going to even think too much into it. I'm bummed because I really want to get back down to like, zeroing it out, but I'm not going to sit here and dwell over $10. I know some of you guys that drives you crazy, but it doesn't bother me. I'm not going to spend hours trying to figure out where that $10 went because it's just not a good use of my time. Okay, so moving on to where did my money go? So for the monthly budget category breakdown, so earned income for the month of July, so this is for the entire month now, was $4,275. That is just my W-2 job. So I got 2 paychecks and a commission check. Other income was $684. This includes like payback, money if I found it on the ground, side hustle income. So that was $684. Savings used was obviously anything I'm pulling from my savings, was $189. So giving me a total monthly inflow of $5,148. I went ahead and calculated all of these numbers in advance of this video just to sort of streamline the process. But as you can see, grocery was under budget, eating out was over budget by $100. Gas and car, we were under budget by $113 because of oh gosh, I don't actually know why that was under like that. Debt was $294. We were over budget, which is fine. I don't mind putting more money towards debt. Investments, we were under by 32. Savings over by 135, which is also same thing with debt. I'm glad to be over with that. Rent and utilities, I just ended up cash flowing something, which made me go over it. So that was an extra $12 I was over. Fun and entertainment, I'm very happy to have been under by $66. Holiday was 0, so that's obviously under. Self-care was over by 48. I don't remember what I was over on, but always something I'm working to get into tune. Miscellaneous, insurance, travel, pets, and business, we were all under budget. Insurance, basically because I didn't make that payment, but I will be making it in August. So that's the closeout here. Where I put most of my money was towards savings, which is amazing. Almost 34% of my inflow went towards savings, which is fabulous. We'll actually see that over here on the monthly debt and savings breakdown. So for debt, we take the total monthly inflow, which was $5,148, and the monthly debt payoff, which was $587. And that gave us, to divide this into this, gives us 11.4%. So I put 62% of that $587 towards my Alaska Airlines card, and I put 38% of that $587 towards my Discover card. For savings, it is the total monthly inflow minus the savings used gives you your total monthly income. So that was $4,959 for me. Total monthly savings was $1,745, giving me about 35% of my total income went towards savings, which I am not sad about that at all. I was just thinking in my brain internally, I'm like, oh my God, I had $5,000 basically in total monthly income. Like, where did it all go? And pretty much it goes towards rent. Rent's a heavy hitter, and of course savings. So that's amazing. I love that I put 35% of my income towards savings. So of that 1,745, 23% of it went towards sinking funds, 32% of it went towards a student loan savings, and 45% of it went towards a house sinking fund. I am very happy with the way July turned out. August is going to be a crunch time. Sort of I have some credit card debt I've somehow accumulated, which honestly, it's not obviously reflected in here. And I've been trying to be really good at, every time I make an expense on my credit card, noting it here on my expense tracker so I can pay it off. But for some reason, I have been very, very slacking, which has contributed to a increase in that total balance. So I really need to get that paid off. So August is going to be a crunch time. I think I'm going to make some adjustments in August to my budget so I can really pay off that debt. And I'm not going to accrue any type of interest on it. So that is really it for today's video. I know it's short and sweet because we didn't close it all out together. But again, I don't do this monthly where did my money go breakdown. This is really the whole thing here. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Let me know how your July turned out and what your goals are for August. Again, I love following along on everyone's journey. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye, everyone.